honestly do not think it matters how many times you need to repeat this to yourself or reaffirm it to yourself, but it's something that I reaffirm to myself very frequently, and that is that the how doesn't matter. The how just does not matter. You have a goal, you have a dream, you have a plan, a vision of something it is you want to do or somebody you want to become. You don't need to execute how exactly you are going to do it. The only thing that matters is you have that vision and it is clear. You have that definite chief aim and it is clear. You do not need to know the how. Why would you want to know the how? How would having the how benefit you? If you knew that this is exactly what you're going to do, this is the exact course of action that you are going to take to get you to where it is you want to go, where's the fun in that? This journey that we're on to getting to our goals, this journey that we're on in life generally is unpredictable. There's twists, there's turns, there's highs, there's lows, there's lessons, there's valuable information that we're going to learn every single day if you make your intention clear. And that's fun. That's enjoyable. That's where the fulfillment lies. You don't need to figure out exactly how you're going to get from point A to point B to point C. That's not important. The fact that you have a goal is the most important thing. If you knew exactly how everything was going to unfold, where's the enjoyment in that? Where's the fulfillment in that? Where's the progress? Where's the evolution? Where's the growth? It's not there. You wouldn't care if you knew exactly how everything was going to come about. You may be experiencing something right now that may seemingly not feel in alignment with where it is you want to go, but you're only truly able to connect the dots looking back. Steve Jobs has this incredible quote that really ties this point together. He says, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future." You don't know exactly how it is you're going to get there. You don't need to know how. As long as you have a clear vision in your head, a clear goal that you're working towards, that's the most important thing. And not only should you have that goal, but you should feel internally that it is already yours because you've experienced what fulfillment is like within. You have that goal, you know it's yours, you connect with presence, and through connecting with presence, your intuition will guide you towards what you should do next. And you may ask, "Sam, I get it, I don't need to worry about the how, but I still need to act, I still need to make some sort of progress. I can't sit still. I feel inclined to act. I want to act. The energy within me is telling me I should move in some way. I should do something to get me closer." And my answer to that would be, what's the next best step that you could take within this moment that feels in alignment with you getting to your end goal? What's the most logical step you could take? What makes the most sense? And that doesn't need to be anything big. It doesn't need to be anything drastic. It may be getting up and going for a walk. It may be getting up and talking to that person or introducing yourself to that person. It may be drinking a little bit more water right now in this moment. Like, it doesn't need to be anything complicated. What's the next best logical step or the next best step that feels in alignment with me and where it is I see myself going? And once you take that first step, then you ask yourself that question again. What's the next best step or the next most logical step, the best step that feels in alignment that I could take within this moment? And then you do that. It doesn't need to be this whole mapped out thing where you have everything planned. Don't get me wrong, you should have a clear, definite plan of who it is you see yourself being and your most ideal self. And that's what we did in the Identity Crafting series. If you haven't listened to those recordings yet, I recommend you do. But notice that within those recordings and within that action plan that I kind of listed out, things that I do, things that I recommend people do. There's no how. It's not like I'm going to do this, which leads to this, which leads to this, which leads to this, which leads to your end goal. That's not what we're doing. We live in the end. We start with the end in mind. And then everything just works back from there. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. You're only truly going to be able to see how things aligned and how you did this and then did that, which led to that, which ultimately led you to where it is you see yourself going. You can only connect the dots looking backward. You can't connect them looking forward. So you have to trust. And that's key. You need to have faith. You need to believe. You need to actually trust in the process and trust in this beautiful journey that we're all a part of. You don't want to know the how. You don't need to know the how. If you have a big goal and it seems like it's miles away, I know it's hard because we've been conditioned to put the things that we want on a pedestal, but bring them down. Like, don't put them up there. Because when you put your desires up on a pedestal, it looks down on you. The version of you who has the things that you want looks down on you when you do that. Bring it down, look at it at face value, and understand that not only are you able to achieve that, but you don't need to know how you achieve it. You just need to know that it's possible and that it's done. It's yours already. And although it's a lot easier said than done, again, connect with presence and realize that the most important thing is that you have a vision, have a goal, and then you just ask yourself, what's the next most logical step? What's the next step that feels in alignment? What's the most aligned action that I can take right now to help me get there? That's it. What can I do within this very moment that feels in alignment with that goal that I could take? What action can I take? You do not need to know the how. You just don't need to know the how, and you wouldn't want to know the how. Why would you want to know the how? It ruins all the fun. Open yourself up to the wonderful flow and just nature that is life. Things are going to go up, they're going to go down. There's highs, there's lows, there's twists, there's turns. You're going to learn things. You're going to be put in different seasons so you can learn things and so you can grow and become better. The version of yourself who you see in your head, who has the things that you want to have, is still you, but it's the most evolved, upgraded version of you. And once you get there, you're going to evolve even more and grow even more. Limitless potential. But in order for you to become that person, you're going to have to change. You're going to have to grow. You're going to have to learn certain things. And that's just the reality of it. Those ups, those downs, those twists and turns, that is the journey to getting there, is where fulfillment lies, because that's the process. We're on the journey to getting there. If you knew everything ahead of time, it just wouldn't be fun. There would be no unpredictability. Would you buy a ticket to see a movie where you knew how everything was going to unfold? Of course not. Where's the fun in that? The best movies have twists and turns, and it seems like things are going in one direction and then it turns in a completely another direction, and the character evolves and goes through struggles and ups and downs and goes through a ton of wins, and it's just a roller coaster ride. Those are the best movies. And in this movie that we're all experiencing, that is life, there's things that the character goes through in order for the character to become better and for the character to become more evolved and grow and learn. And the how of you getting to where it is you want to go is that movie, is that journey. And you don't need to know exactly how things are going to shape itself. You just need to trust and start from the end. Have a goal, have a vision, and believe that the dots will connect. Trust that the dots will connect. You will meet this person, you will do this thing, you will say this thing, you will go to that event. You will just do the things required, and you need to have that trust and belief that you will do the things required, you will do the things necessary to get there. The how does not matter, and you shouldn't care about the how. You just need to trust that it will happen. Period, full stop. The dots will connect if you trust and if you have a clear vision. You will be guided to take the correct action and inspired to take the correct action. But also ask yourself, what is the best course of action I can take within this moment? What's the first step I can take? And then you do that, and then you ask yourself the question again, what's the most logical, most aligned step I can take within this moment? And that will compound, and you will see yourself being better than you were the week before. You're closer than you were week before. Just trust that the dots will connect. That's the most important thing. Just trust that the dots will connect.